A useful tool when you're writing longer documents is to include a table of contents. And Google Docs gives us the option to do this fairly quickly. But it's based on heading styles. So before we can set up a table of contents, we're going to need to put some heading styles in the document. So just above this paragraph, which is about fear, I'm just going to add in either heading 2 or heading 3 or heading 1. Any of these will work. I'm going for heading 3 because it's not enormous. Okay, and I could just perhaps call this fear of the native, something like that. And then this second section is more about the Cherokees and trying to convert Native Americans to become more like white Americans by trying to get them to convert to Christianity. So what I could do now is use that same heading here, and I could give this a sensible title. So the attempt to convert, something along those lines. Then right at the top, where I want my table of contents to appear, I could just write contents here, and then I just click insert table of contents, and I could just have to pick this first one here, and that will give me page numbers. This one on the other side gives me hyperlinks. So if it's a really big document, I might want to be able to jump using a link to the page, but mine's not very long, so I'm going to just go with standard page numbers. And it creates a contents page for me here, and it puts in the page numbers, and you can see here, there's the main title, here's the subtitles, because it's based on heading styles. Okay, so I don't necessarily need this extra heading here at the top. Sometimes it puts it in. As you are working through and your pages get longer and longer, you'll just have to remember to update this table of contents, and you can see the bit that says contents has now disappeared. That's because contents was a heading style. So if I want to call it contents, but obviously not have that heading style in there, then I would just manually just increase the font, but not add it as a contents heading style, so it doesn't pick it up and add it. Okay, so you'll see as we continue to write, as we move on to page 2 and page 3, every time we click here to update this, it will update the page numbers. So before you save this for the final time and submit it, you just need to make sure that you've hit this update button here so that all your pages are indeed reflecting the correct page numbers. Okay, and that's it for tables of contents. If you decide you don't want it, it's just a case of deleting it. And as you can see, the larger heading style supersedes the smaller heading styles. If you wanted the whole thing in one content without this kind of subsection, then you would just also have this as heading 3, and then you can see when you update it kind of fixes it for you. So that's how contents work. They're very good at structuring your document, and they're very good way of making it easier for the person reading to see what page everything is on.